The Vorthax did not conquer. They curated. For millennia, this apex predator species had scoured the galaxy, selecting prey not for resources but for sport. Their philosophy was elegant in its cruelty. Only the worthy deserved to be hunted. The weak were ignored. The strong immortalized in their grand arenas on Vorthar Prime. Species that fought well, like the armored Krell or the venomous Sith, were honored in death. Their bones mounted in crystalline shrines. Then came humanity. Scouts first encountered them on a backwater world called Earth, blue, fragile, teeming with chaotic life. The humans were primitive. No energy shields, no plasma rifles, barely interplanetary. But what struck the Vorthax observers was their ferocity. They waged wars over ideology, over land, over ghosts. They climbed mountains just to say they had. They dove into oceans darker than void. And when cornered, they did not flee, they charged, perfect prey. The High Huntmaster, Kael'vor, decreed it. Let the hairless apes be our next great hunt, and so, under the pretense of cultural exchange, the Vorthax seeded Earth with invitation beacons, disguised as alien artifacts. Those who activated them were chosen. In truth, they were marked. One by one, humans vanished, soldiers, explorers, even civilians who'd stumbled upon the wrong cave. Transported to the Vorthax exclusion zones, artificial biomes across 100 dead worlds, each designed to mimic Earth's harshest environments, jungles, deserts, Arctic wastes. There, the hunt began. The Vorthax came in their sleek skiffs, cloaked in adaptive camouflage, armed with neural lassos and pain inducers. They didn't kill quickly. They toyed. They recorded. They broadcast the suffering for galactic audiences who paid in rare isotopes to watch the savage primates squirm. For months, the hunt was a spectacle. Then came Captain Marcus Vale, a former Special Forces operative. Vale had been hunting insurgents in the Amazon when the beacon took him. He woke in the crimson wastes of Xylo 7, sandstorms howling, no weapons, no water. But he had something the Vorthax never accounted for: patience. While others ran, Vale hid. While others screamed, he listened. He studied the hunters, their patterns, their arrogance, their blind spots. He noticed they never scanned the ground beneath them, never checked their own traps twice, never expected prey to set traps of their own. On day 17, Vale buried a sharpened rebar spike beneath a dune. A Vorthax scout stepped on it. Not lethal, but the neural feedback from his pain amplifier overloaded his suit systems. Vale took his weapon, his comms, his cloak. On day 23, he ambushed a 2-hunter team near a thermal vent, using their own sonic lasso against them, looping it around a rock formation and triggering a feedback shriek that ruptured their inner ears. By day 30, the Vorthax stopped broadcasting. Because the prey was no longer running, it was hunting back. Kael'vor watched the feeds grow silent. One by one, his hunters vanished, not in glorious combat but in eerie stillness. No distress calls, no final screams, just static. He sent in elite reavers, cyber-augmented warriors clad in obsidian armor. They found traps everywhere, pressure plates wired to plasma cells, pheromone lures that drew native predators, even crude IEDs made from scavenged Vorthax tech. And then they found the messages, scrawled in blood on cave walls, etched into hull plating, broadcast on open frequencies. You thought we were animals. Good, animals don't surrender. You hunt for sport. We survive for family. Welcome to our jungle. The final blow came when Vale hijacked a reaver skiff and flew it straight into the orbital relay station above, Xylo 7, not to destroy it but to broadcast. Suddenly, every screen in the Vorthax-controlled galaxy lit up with footage. Humans not as victims, but as warriors. Not screaming, but smiling as they turned the hunter's own weapons against them. Not broken, but unbroken. And then Vale spoke, face bruised, eyes burning. You took us from our homes. You called us prey, but you forgot one thing. Humans don't just survive the hunt. We learn from it, and then we become the hunter. The rebellion spread faster than any Vorthax could track. Other captured humans, on other worlds, saw the broadcast. They rose not with grand armies but with guerrilla cunning. A medic in the fungal forests of Zira 9 poisoned water supplies with engineered spores. A teenager in the ice caves of Enthal rewired a neural collar to send false location pings. luring hunters into crevasses. A retired engineer on Dustfall used scrap metal to build a microwave emitter that fried Vorthax optics. Within weeks, the great hunt collapsed. The Vorthax tried to retreat, to seal the exclusion zones. But it was too late. Humanity had learned their tech, their tactics, their weaknesses, and Earth had been watching. While the Vorthax played games, human scientists had reverse-engineered the beacon signals, traced the wormhole signatures, located Vorthar Prime, not with warships, with drones. Tiny, silent, self-replicating drones, seeded into Vorthax supply lines, nesting in their shipyards, burrowing into their data cores. Not to destroy, to disable, to humiliate. On the day the last Vorthax hunter surrendered, Kael'vor stood before the ruins of his grand arena, now graffitied with a single human symbol, a skull wearing a laurel wreath. A human envoy approached, no armor, no weapon. Just a woman in a simple gray uniform. "We're not here to enslave you," she said. "We're here to remind you, never mistake compassion for weakness, and never ever hunt humans for sport." The Vorthax Empire never recovered. Not from war, but from shame. And across the galaxy, species once marked for the hunt whispered a new legend. When the Vorthax came for the humans taught the galaxy how to fight back.